Good morning, friends. My name is Lalit Soni, and I am thrilled to be here today with you all to celebrate the most vibrant and colorful festival of Holi. May this Holi brings you peace, happiness, love, laughter, and prosperity. So, happy Holi, happy learning. So, before starting this video, I would like to tell you that this is an In Focus series by Drishti IAS, and in this series and in this particular episode, we'll be talking about a topic which will be important from your UPSC point of view. So, why Balochistan is a problem for Pakistan? You know that Pakistan is our neighbor, and Pakistan is facing a problem in their province of Balochistan. So, we'll be discussing what is the problem, what the problem is, what is the recent activity that has happened over there. Okay, so let's start with the outline of the program. So, point of discussions in our program would be, first we will discuss the news, and then we'll move towards the background and the strategic importance of the Balochistan. Okay, afterwards we will look into the forced accession of the Balochistan, or you can say historical perspective of it, and then we'll go forward the current violent struggle which is going on in Balochistan, racial and economic injustice, okay, and the other reasons which has led to the violent struggle over there. Then in the end we will look at the MCQ, and then we'll wrap up the session. Okay, so let's start with the news itself. Here you can see 8 militant and 2 soldiers were killed in an attack on a complex outside Pakistan's strategic port, that is Gwadar, in its restive Balochistan province. So in this province of Balochistan, we have this Gwadar port, and in the complex of the Gwadar port, or you can say just outside the complex of the Gwadar port, there has been an attack wherein 8 militants had died. Okay, now this responsibility of this attack has been taken by the Balochistan Liberation Army. Okay, so what is the issue behind it? Why these struggles are going on in Balochistan? We will be seeing in this particular session. Okay, so let's see. So looking at the background, first we will see where Balochistan is. So here in this map, you can see that we have Balochistan in Pakistan. It is the largest province of Pakistan. It has a direct access to the Arabian Sea. That is why it becomes even more important from the strategic point of view. Okay, so that is one thing. Also here you can see this is the Gwadar port. Now you know that Gwadar port is important for Pakistan. Okay, and Gwadar port is being developed by Pakistan with the help of China. Okay, so now that is another point of view for which Balochistan becomes important for you. And Balochistan is facing some kind of struggle over there because Balochistan has a history wherein they demanded for the independent state, or you can say as an independent country they wanted to be. But then it was accessed by the Pakistan, and then we will see what happened. Okay, so Balochistan is the Pakistan's largest province, strategically important due to the location, because obviously there is Arabian Sea in connected to it, so it is an important port, Gwadar. And then we have natural resources. This area is kind of rich in the oil resources as well. Other than that, when we are talking about this area, in this area this population is not very dense. Okay, it is sparsely populated area. Okay, it has a history of insurgencies, state repressions, and a persistent Baloch nationalist movement since 1948. You know that for 1948 we have seen partition, and then when Britishers left this particular area, they have divided the area in various sections, and then few of the you can say provinces, they wanted to join India, few of them wanted to join Pakistan, and few wanted to remain independent. Now when we are talking about Balochistan, Balochistan was one of those provinces which wanted to be independent. Mostly it was a tribal province. So let's see the history and how it happened in Balochistan. Okay, so when we are talking about the accession, so earlier Balochistan wanted to be a separate state. Okay, and they were quite confident that they will be a separate state because the Khan of the area over there are 4 small provinces, or you can say tribal provinces over there. One is Kalat, second was Lasbela, Makram, and Kharam. So these 4 were the provinces over there, or you can say tribal provinces over there. Most affluent or the most powerful was this Kalat. Okay, and other 3 were basically there having some kind of feudal loyalty to Kalat. Okay, so basically out of these 4, Kalat was kind of powerful. The other 3 were having some kind of loyalty which was attached to the Kalat. Now the Khan of Kalat, Khan of Kalat at that point of time was a very good friend of Muhammad Ali Jinnah. So he thought that he might not ask them to join Pakistan, and he might allow them to be a independent state. Okay, but the thing is, in 1947 itself, there was a peace treaty which has been signed between, or you can say treaty of peace and friendship, which has been signed between Pakistan and the area, or you can say these 4 provinces over there. So he was quite happy with that, because obviously since you have a treaty of peace and not an accession, so obviously it is a sign that you are having an independent status. Okay, the accession of the Kalat to Pakistan in 1948. So how it happens, we will talk about that. But when we are talking about this Khan, his name was Ahmad Yar Khan. Ahmad Yar Khan was the last Khan of that Kalat province, and he was this opinion that he will be an independent Baloch state. He will have an independent Baloch state. But the thing is, as I told you, in 1947, what happened? There was this treaty of friendship. Okay, afterwards they were quite assured that they will be having independent status. But then, since this treaty was signed somewhere in August, and then around October, what happened is Pakistan started to build a pressure on these 4 provinces that they should join Pakistan. Okay, the other 3 provinces other than the Kalat, the 3 provinces, they succumbed to the pressure and they joined Pakistan in March. Okay, so on in March they joined Pakistan, and Kalat remained alone at that point of time. But the thing is, on All India Radio, there was this rumor that Kalat wanted to join India. Okay, so it was just a rumor, but the thing is, Pakistan thought that Kalat might join India, and that is why what they did was they entered their military inside the Kalat province, and they took over all these provinces, and the treaty of accession was signed in 1948. Okay, so in March 1948, these 3 provinces joined Pakistan, and like in 6 to 7 days, the treaty of accession was signed with all these areas. Ultimately, this area of Balochistan was accessed to Pakistan forcefully. Okay, so you can say that there was a military action because of which this area was accessed to Pakistan. Now, Pakistan's military intervention led to the Kalat's forced accession and triggering ongoing conflict. The moment they have accessed the Pakistan at that point of time, accessed the Balochistan at that point of time, the local population over there started protesting. Okay, so here you can see, after the Khan of Kalat, Prince Abdul Karim started a rebellion over there, and the local population was also in favor of Abdul Karim at that point of time. And afterwards, there was a struggle which started and which still is continuing, and they have seen nearly 5 Baloch wars of independence. Here you can say in 1948 one was there, and in 1958, 59, 1962, 63, 1973 to 77, and since 2003 they are been going on. Okay, so these are the 4 timelines which you can remember. Otherwise, know that this area has been seeing war of independence for a long time now. Okay, now there are certain organizations which are quite prominent over there. One is Balochistan Liberation Front, that is one, and second is Balochistan Liberation Army. Okay, so these 2 organizations are quite prominent over there, and now recently it has been seen that they are quite close with the IS, okay, Islamic States as well. They are close with the Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan and Islamic State in recent year. Okay, now what happened afterwards? Okay, so how Pakistani forces responded to them? What Pakistani forces did was they responded very harshly. They started doing some kind of atrocities over there. So you can see there was kidnapping, there was torture, arbitrary arrest and execution. So what they used to do is they used to kill, throw strategy. They used to use this kill and dump strategy. Okay, kill or throw strategy, or kill and dump strategy. What they used to do is they used to kidnap the person, or any person they think that he might have a information or not. Those people were kidnapped, they were tortured, and once they got the information, or if they did not get the information, they used to shoot them. Okay, after shooting them, they used to dump their body. That body was nowhere to be found. So Pakistani military used this particular strategy, that is kill and dump strategy. Okay, now what happens afterwards? So because of all these atrocities in the time in 1948, these people have started to feel alienated, and there were other reasons as well. There were other reasons based on the ethnicity. Okay, now this area is having a population of this tribal population, and now when we are talking about Pakistan, Pakistan is dominated by Punjabi speaking people, Punjabis and Sindhis. Okay, now these people in the Baloch, they actually tried to they felt alienated. And other than that also, when we are talking about the political and the economical condition at that particular area, in that particular area, that was not very good. So they started developing these political and economical grievances. Okay, so one thing was that earlier they were forcefully accessed to Pakistan. Then there was this ethical differences which they have been encountered. Then there was this economic as well as political grievances which has developed in the region. Okay, so reason for the long conflict was ethnic differences. Punjabi landlords has undisputed you can say authority or hold on the bureaucracy over there. And afterwards in 1977, you know that Bangladesh got separate status of a nation, or you can say East Pakistan was converted into Bangladesh. At that point of time, these Baloch also get some kind of driving force behind their own nationalism, that if Bangladesh can do it, then we can also do it. Okay, so that was another reason. Deep economic and political grievances of Baloch people, ethnic differences was widened, and recent conflict, what these are happening right now, the attack which has happened recently, that was mostly driven entirely by the sense of economic alienation. Now, as I told you in the starting of the session, that this area is basically natural resources rich area, but still they are facing poverty at a high level. So ultimately the thing is, despite having the resources, they are not able to take benefit out of it. Okay, they are feeling economically alienated. Other than that, Baloch themselves are not able to take advantage of the natural resources over there. So because of this poverty, unemployment, they are going for such activities. Okay, now in that area we have Gwadar port. Another you can say grievance was that when Gwadar port was established over there by Pakistan with the help of China, so what happened is that there were employment opportunities. So now Baloch people thought that since they are also educated, they might get the jobs over there. But the thing is, opposite happened. The Punjabis and Sindhis got the jobs over there, and Baloch people, which are locals in that area, they remained unemployed, because of which their grievances were actually you can say ignited again or fueled back again. Okay, the construction of the China-backed Gwadar port highlights the economic injustice in the Balochistan. Baloch resentment is fueled by the employment of the non-Baloch workers in the project. Okay, so the people of, or you can say local people or the Baloch people, remain unemployed. Okay, so Baloch militants target Chinese officials involved in the Gwadar port project as well. So now that is what is happening in the recent scenario. So all these things were are related to the issue of independence of Balochistan. Balochistan try to be an independent state, and they are fighting for their own rights. Okay, and that is why this area is troubled, and that is why Pakistan is facing problem when we are talking about regulating this particular area. Okay, so that is why Balochistan is being a you can say a long lasting problem for Pakistan. Now coming to the last part of our session, that is practice question. Balochistan province of Pakistan shares its border with which of the following countries? Options are given: Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, and both A and C. I did not discuss this because in the start we have a map in which these countries are given. I want you to go and find out and answer this question in the comment box. With that, I would like to take your leave. If you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel. Happy Holi, happy learning.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.